family all around the world. Sorry for my tardiness. Sorry I did not get the reading out that was promised. I had some obligations, family obligations that I had to work through this week. So that's what I've been doing. And I have a little story time with Blue Flame as I'm going to the mountains. The last few years I haven't really got out a whole lot for Memorial Day and stuff, so this Memorial Day I'm going camping. Fishing, yep. And let me talk about something. I don't know if you guys saw the Lightworker Starseed reading that I did for Mystical Illuminations. It was a weekly snippet, but it went through the eclipse time and that full moon in Sagittarius. I do have my GPS on, so if you hear that go off, I apologize. On to the story. Alright, anybody who's been on my channel for any given length of time knows and have saw my daughter on and off on here. And I'm constantly giving God all kinds of praise and thanks, even in hard times, because I don't fight from the 3D no more. I don't fight with no people. These humans aren't worth fighting with. I got bigger fish to fry, and I got bigger battles to fight than over petty stuff that just means nothing at the end of the day. It's not going to get you anywhere. You just, all it does is keep you spinning around the same loop. And it's time to tear down the cobwebs that ancestral curses and karmic ancestral lines have dealt us. And a lot of us have been dealt with pretty shitty hands when it comes to health and stuff like that. It's just the truth. Because genetics down through and stuff, and especially with Olivia, my daughter, being an Aquarius, like I said, poor Aquarius, Leo, all you fixed signs are going to be going through it. Yo, get your health straight up. Don't be like Aries when Uranus, we had no clue what the hell hit us when Uranus was transiting through Aries in 2011-12. We had no clue that we were about to get hit by a freight train and our life was about to turn upside down. That's just the way that planet rolls, man. It's like, and then, with Saturn, I dealt with that planet trolled me my whole entire life. However, enough of that with the planet stuff. But we all know my chart is quite difficult. I attract hate. I attract because I'm a truth teller and I'm going to tell the truth. So not everybody like me. Well, try one more time. I'm coming up to Danville. But I'm going to actually, here we go. I guess I got to keep it up. Like I said, anybody who has known my daughter for any given length of time knows that...
Turn left onto Pennsylvania 54 West, Continental Boulevard.
She's an Aquarius, and right now she has Saturn going through there. Transiting there. She's having her first Saturn return.
Continue on Pennsylvania 54 West for 1.5 miles.
Through her sun sign. And Saturn returns are never easy. They're always karmic lessons. And or like ancestral things that we have to work through. Something I did want to work through was dealing with my mother's side of the ancestral tree, because it's really painful. It's really painful for everybody on my mom's side. And, absolutely no disrespect for anybody on my mom's side, but there is some really harsh things that has happened in my family. And like I said, no shade on anybody, because we were meant to go through it to learn some things and learn lessons and break these ancestral curses that were on our family line. Well, just so happens, your girl here,
In half a mile, turn right onto Pennsylvania 642 East.
has been praying okay, I go up through this way. I hope I have service up through here. Well, my daughter...
Take the next right onto Pennsylvania 642 East.
My daughter gets slammed with both, ancestral lines, with her dad's side and my side. All of my lines for blood. And, well, she has some really bad digestive tract things that she's been struggling with, since she's been like 16 years old. And that's last year around the same time, like when she's stressed out or when she's dealing with a lot of stressors, she, will go through bouts of what they call CVS, or cyclical vomiting syndrome, where she can't stop throwing up. And she's had this 3 or 4 times, bouts of this for 3 or 4 times now. And she just had finals. She had, some things going on with her grandfather. He had to have a quintuple bypass, along with her college and stuff. Well, we all know, if you've been through college or school, that's stress. That's extremely stressful. She took 5 courses, had finals, she was dealing with her grandpa, and then, she went to Knoebels, and the excitement and stuff like that just kind of got her, all, and then just drama with friends, dumb stuff. But important to her, but, stuff that, is 19-year-old things, Well, she started vomiting on Tuesday night, the night of the eclipse. Well, should I say Tuesday? Monday, she had a bout. She didn't vomit after. And then on Tuesday morning, she started vomiting profusely, over and over. And when that happens, I don't freak out anymore. I kind of know what it is, and I kind of know how long it lasts. And it usually, for her, lasts 10 days. And I'm like, sucker, like, here we go. Like, constantly running her to the ER, getting fluids, making sure she stays hydrated, getting her medication for nausea to get her to stop vomiting, so maybe she can keep, and the whole thing just keeps on going around and around. Well, that's where I've been, in and out of, ERs and all that kind of stuff. Well, yesterday, finally, we were in at urgent care, getting her fluids and stuff, and there was, because I've been studying this thing of what's been going on with her for so long, I keep on telling them it's not, certain CVS, like, when these bouts happen, it's because of a bunch of different stressors all at the same time pounding down on her, and may I say, Wednesday night, I was praying spiritual warfare prayers over my daughter, and as she was throwing up, and I got that flashback of, and I remembered and recalled from when I migraines after, and they gave me a shot in the butt to get me to stop vomiting, because if I ever really had a migraine. And as I was sitting there, I was talking to the doctor. It just so happened when I was looking up the treatments, that medication was one of the ones that was on the list to treat CVS. And as I was going back and forth with the doctor, I'm like, look, I just want her to be able, like, I don't want her losing any more weight. She's already lost 5 pounds. Like, she can't get under. She was having the vomiting for 5 days. She now is good. She's good to go. I mean, after all the prayers, after asking for answers, showed us exactly what it was. And 5 days, from 10 days of what she usually would have this vomiting, 5, cut it in half. And my daughter always questioned, like, and I expect people to question whether or not God's real. Like, I expect people to have an encounter with God.
Mile, turn left onto Pennsylvania 44 North, Pennsylvania 642 East.
To question. Like, there's nothing wrong with questioning God's existence. God likes those, like I said, God loves to show out.
Turn left onto Pennsylvania 44 North, Pennsylvania 642 East.
He likes to prove he exists. Especially...
Continue on Pennsylvania 44 North for 1 mile.
Upcoming generation. I'm just telling this upcoming generation, having a grateful heart. And she's like, well, I think it's time me and him need to have a chat. I said, I think so too. So, this is the good thing that comes out of all of this. Is, you know, she was so sick, even though she didn't feel good. You know, she's normal again today. We're just doing
right onto Pennsylvania.
We're doing all of this stuff with me, and you know, you deserve to have some fun. So please, like, just go, you know, and do your thing. I'm gonna go out and hang out with Dad and talk to Dad for a little bit.
Continue on Pennsylvania 254 East for 4 miles.
Go enjoy yourself. You're the best mom ever, basically. I know. I try. I love my kids. My kids mean the world to me. He's gonna answer prayer. Like I said, God's gonna show up and show out for his kids. Is what he does. And he loves those kind of questions, whether or not he exists or not, because he's like, I can move now. There's a little hope. There's a mustard seed of faith with this kid. So, either way, I want to give a quick testimony of how good God is. And, by the way, I got my car. I'm not driving my new one, but I got my new car. That's all ready for me to go. Dude, I got the